So for a while I've had this crazy idea of building my own table, and I like trestle tables. And I've got some scrap wood from tearing the old roof off of our house and wanted to build it out of that. So I finally started looking at some different ideas and doodled an idea that I had for building the table, and then did a more accurate drawing of what I hoped to do, and then went about building it. And this is what I recovered when we pulled the flat roof off of our house that we bought. A combination of this rough cut 2x that I have left over, and then shiplap. The whole roof to the house was 2x as the beams, and then shiplap on the bottom and the top of those with a little bit of vermiculite insulation in between. And as we pulled things apart, I saved some of the boards that looked like they were usable, and that's what I intend on building our table out of. So I didn't take a lot of pictures when I first started the construction on this. Thankfully, I've got a good friend that was willing to let me come up and use his shop. He's got a planer and a joiner, tools I don't have. Yeah, I mean, I could sand or use a router table and level things off that way, but having that joiner and the planer helped so much. And even though I drew up some relatively detailed drawings, things did change. Measurements weren't quite what I expected them to be. Using the planer, the 2x was not 1.5 inch. I believe it was like 1 3/8. So I threw things off just a little bit, but no big deal. But it was a lot of fun working on this. I'm not a professional woodworker by any stretch of the imagination. I just like to build things, and I've made mistakes on this. There's errors, there's tear outs from the saw, etc. But thankfully, with this being kind of a rough look to it because of the old wood, it kind of flows with it, so I'm okay with it.
Three minutes seems like forever.
What time are you for?
Alexa, turn off timer. Okay, which end you want?
I don't care.
Okay,
What do we do?
we're just gonna go from the middle, like this, and probably gonna need another one, at least. I'll do it.
I don't know. I never really know.
Yeah.
What do you spread it with?
Your hand?
Okay. That sounds very nice.
I'm positive we're gonna need more.
As long as I have told on it, it'll be fine.
Hey dear, how would you like to mix some resin?
Sure. You have to mix it slowly. We're gonna make bubbles.
Oh, there's gonna be lots of bubbles. We said don't worry about the initial bubbles.
Yeah, I don't worry about that.
Just because we like hit it with a torch.
Alexa, start 3-minute timer.
Starting now.
Okay, so just use your hand and start slowly spreading.
This is what I do.
Oh, that feels weird.
Yeah, it does.
Feels awesome.
I think it feels pretty cool, yeah.
This was my first ever attempt at epoxy covering anything, so I was all new to it, and it was nice to have Stan there to kind of point me in the right direction and help get this table done. The wood used in this is pine and fir, which are both fairly soft woods. I could easily press my thumbnail into the wood and leave marks, so it's nice having the durable heavy-duty epoxy coating on it. It was fun learning something new. I've never done that before. I'm thinking with the epoxy coating, it should give us many years of good use without it really any damage. I mean, I do expect scratches and things to happen. I mean, things like that do happen over time, but the epoxy coating will definitely give it more strength than it would have been had we not done that. The base itself, I just put interior, exterior, marine grade clear varnish on 3 coats on the legs and the spreader bar. Figure any type of spill or anything like that getting on the legs or the frame isn't going to be a big deal with 3 coats of a good marine grade varathane, or varnish. But the varnish finish isn't as hardy and as strong as the epoxy, and since the tabletop's going to be used so much, we figured the epoxy was the best way to do it. And again, this is all recovered wood from an old project. I mean, our house was built in 1947 or 48, somewhere in there. And we took off the old roof and put all new trusses on after doing all kinds of remodeling to the house. And it's been a long process, and I'm still not quite done. There's still some trim work to do, and I'm finishing the last 2 interior doors right now. Gonna build my own custom closet doors, hopefully save some money there. And one of the closets in the back room has an odd shape to it anyway, because it's an old closet, and I didn't measure and check the height of it before I framed it in, and it's not a normal height, so anything I'd have to buy would be custom anyway. So I'm just going to build my own closet doors when the time comes. But it's been a really fun project. I really appreciate Stan and Cy and letting me use their shop. And we'll get some pics and some videos of it when we have it set up in our dining room. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
And then we'll let it sit for a couple days probably. Oh, I forgot. I'm in your. Sorry.
I have an editing program.
Hi!
I'm putting that in.